need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams. Hey yo, my new thing is I don't want you round if you useless. I make a living rhyming, same job as Dr. Seuss's. People only give to give back, that's recoupment. Always have their two hands out, like they. My new thing is you ain't even gotta be my new chick. You can just pull up and hang out and be a new friend. Or I can show you how to train the dragon like. And either way, it ain't gotta be love. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams.
Yeah. So every morning after snoring, yes, I yearn for you. Thought it wasn't super serious, but now it's too much. I got a disease, so please let go with the clutch. You got the pedal to the metal and you're revving me up.
So slow down, I got a 2-car garage, or we can go and make sounds up.
Call you Dale cause you weren't hearts. I'll be Tracy Chapman in the fast car.
What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams. I had a dream, I had a vision. I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burned bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the clown you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. You can't stop this. You can't stop. I had a dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this.
Miami has it all, the greatest football team.
Now from the home of the Dog Pound, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 24-yard line.
Right to the air goes Sanders. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Here's Sanders. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action now. Sanders on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Now Sanders. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your...
And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here. Because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go now.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of good completions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Tua sets up to pass it. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. It got his man complete. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
Tua to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10.
All right, fellas, listen up.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing, Sanders. Throw out wide is incomplete. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl.
Jerry Jeudy, 60 yards. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's second down. Now two are going to change the play. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. You look at this Browns defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Solo left Zion.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll dump this off to Achane. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw, and they've got a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, He just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Browns at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that can ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
Ready, break, smash, smash.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready up. Hey, hey, check that, check that.
On the handoff, this is Judkins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Juwan Bentley was the one who found his way through and finished off that play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. From the gun, it's Shadur. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, a 24-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Dolphin first down.
Solo left Zion.
From midfield, here's Tua. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
20, TX. 18. Hey.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Let's go. Ready. Corner. Ready. Deep. Roll. Cover one. Hard.
Tua going to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Darren Waller, 31 yards. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Hold the shape.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Hey, hey, check that, check that. Get up, get up.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
To throw is Sanders. Back to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Solo left Zion. Solo 21G.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Tua. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. From the gun, it's Tua. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. That one on the money to Bourne downfield. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Again, they turn forward. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A yard, all they need, but it's third down. Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Sanders to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. This is caught at the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready, set.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. On play action, here's Shedeur. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. Oh, Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready. Check the eagle. Check the eagle. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And off to Achane to begin the drive. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Here's Tua. That's complete to his tight end roll. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
Hey, come on, G. Come on, 21G, 21G.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Throw caught by Achane. And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Being chased out left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready. Ready, team. Come on, 3, kick.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the tackle for loss goes to Eric Kendricks.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
60 Eagles.
Throwing, Sanders. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Get it. 19, 18, 19, 18, come 19, 19 tight, 19 tight. Steady.
Here's Sanders. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
41. Dolphins, 31.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Paul. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Solo left Zion. Let's go. Turbo 3, kick.
Back to throw. Out right to Bourne. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 40 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Tua to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He'll dump this off to Achane. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Tua going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
At the 34-yard line.
Let's go now.
A run, it's Judkins. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Cougar 19.
To throw is Sanders. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he's able to get this inside the 10 down to the 9. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the up. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gap.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack, trying to get away but could not. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. We're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be caught. Judy. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that should...
And my goodness, another interception. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Ready.
First down, right back to Judkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshon Judkins. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A short one here, secured by the tight end, Waller. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now Tua signaling to change things up.
Hey, 21 TX. Hey. 20 TX. Solo left Zion.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Now, 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Kendrick Bourne, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point conversion.
Tua going to try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Let's go. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Pass caught by Fannin. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. An inside run with Jenkins. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's 1st and 10.
20 TX.
Tua. He's got it complete to Waddle. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game. And quite